everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Sound Lodge Podcast, also known as the Lodge Podcast, also known as the Slodgecast.
Welcome to episode 37 of the Slodgecast.
37 of the Slodgecast, and here we are, back again. Honestly, I didn't think we'd be back so soon.
No.
But here we are.
We've got a lot to talk about, a lot to go over. So much, we're just so up to date with like political news, so we're going to be going over...
Give me the politics episode.
Yep. What are our thoughts on the current war going on? Felix, you start, and then I'll follow you. I'll definitely follow you, I promise.
Yeah, just say all of your controversial opinions first, and then I will proceed after you. I'll listen to what you say, and then see what I can say. Yeah, guys, just kidding. We're not talking about politics.
Just kidding. You totally thought we were going.
We're talking about... I don't know. I was hoping you'd know.
No, we've got a few things to go over.
Yeah, let's go get to a fucking business meeting. Yeah, we got a couple things to go over in this one. We'll bang it out. We'll make it to lunch.
No, definitely going to go over my channel getting hacked. There's a lot to talk about there.
Yeah, we didn't really discuss that much in the last episode. I think we touched on it, but nothing.
Yeah, we touched it, but we didn't fully.
We didn't go all the way.
Okay. Yeah. So, it's an empty house here. You've been alone. How has that been?
It's been kind of cool.
Honestly, it's been amazing.
It's been great.
I kind of hate Wesley and Caleb.
I hate all you guys, honestly. No, it's been pretty depressing, actually. It would be less depressing if the house was usable. Yeah. But 90% of the house is unusable. It just feels
like you're like...
There's not even a couch in there anymore.
What's the phrase of like someone living in an abandoned house?
Oh, like a squatter?
Yeah, it just feels like you're squatting.
I'm pretty much exercising my squatter's rights at this point. So, yeah. Been here alone. It's been cool because... just walk around the house naked.
Yeah.
I don't really do that. I'll probably, I'm more apt to, have my shirt off if I'm, making tea in the morning now, though. Which, there's no reason I couldn't do that before. But sometimes we would always make fun of you
whenever you took your shirt off. So now you're like...
fatty over there. Yeah. No, I'll usually just, I'll drum with the door open now, which is kind of nice. Or I'll just mess around on the piano and not have to worry about messing up everybody's vibe and stuff. So yeah, there's cool things, but there's mostly just depressing.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, and I'm ready to get out of here now. Mm-hmm. And that'll be nice little new chapter coming soon.
New chapter, exciting. You want to wait to update them until it's fully a new chapter? Yeah.
I don't like to count my chickens before they're hatched or whatever kind of thing. So yeah, maybe house comes soon. I mean, I've already signed everything, but just want to make sure actually get in there.
Yeah.
But I will be moving soon.
Yeah, I'm so hyped to see that.
That I can say. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a fun little vibe.
You're gonna have a working kitchen.
Yep, working kitchen. That'll be nice. That'll be a nice bonus. Mm-hmm. I won't have to eat dog food from a can anymore. Mm-hmm. That'll be cool. Mm-hmm. There's actually also this really cool room in the house. It's like a study. I think I told you about this, but it's so they recently redid the floors. It's hardwood floors. Uh-huh. They recently redid them, and he was like, "Yeah, it's a little darker than I would have liked." We both loved it. It's dark, hardwood floors, and I think it's sick.
Yeah.
But he's like, I don't really like it. And I'm like, that's fine, dude. I like it.
That's the redid floor, or he's going to redo those floors?
That's the redone floor. So basically what they did is he didn't say all of this, but this is just what I surmised, is that there were obviously some stains and stuff on the floors. So what they did was they just sanded down as much as they could, and then they just stained and finished it. And so stained it to kind of cover up some of the stains that are not good stains. And then he was like, I don't really even notice them, but my floor guy's like, that's unacceptable. Which also, when he told me that was a good sign. I was like, okay, so you have guys working on the house who are up to a certain standard, which is cool. But yeah, we went to, I guess I didn't even introduce it in a way where like the podcast listeners can even understand. But yeah, basically,
we're not good podcasters.
No, absolutely not.
We're just having a conversation and the camera's on.
If you click on this video hoping to see a good podcast, you're going to be heavily disappointed.
Yeah, dude, I love how like we have good titles in some of our podcasts, but the first 30 minutes is us talking about nonsense. So if people click on a episode like, oh, interesting, I want to hear about Coleman's channel getting hacked. It's like the first 20 minutes is going to be you talking about hardwood floors.
Yeah, exactly. Like probably the first like 45 minutes is not even what the title's about. But if you're here, we appreciate you nonetheless.
We do appreciate you. This is more for us.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't care about you at all.
Yeah, we actually don't care about it. I don't care about anything anymore, to be honest. But anyways, what I'm talking about is just found a house that we're going to move to and signed the lease and everything. So that's the recap. That's the TLDR, whatever.
You bought a house. YouTube money's going well.
Yeah, yeah, it's going great. So yeah, we went to this dude's house to sign the lease. He was like, "Yeah, I have an office in my house." Lives in like a nice neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah. We pull up to his house. His house is like a full-on mansion, and like he's got the whole like the stairway that you can like. It's like individual boards and you can see through. He's got the chandelier where it's like all like, you know, Art Deco.
That is a nice feeling. If he's rolling in it, then at least he's doing a good job, hopefully. Yeah. Either that or he's screwing over a lot of people. Yeah. No. But you can't do that for long.
No, he's not. He's a really good dude. Very cool. I was gonna say like something about his kids, but I think if I say something about his kids, that will kind of give away. It probably will, like people know who he is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is not good. So
he has famous kids.
Yeah. He's Adam Sandler. It's actually Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, really cool dude, cool house, cool vibes. Excited to move in. Excited to get that going. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's recent update on my life.
I mean, obviously it's going to take some moving around, but what are your thoughts on the study?
Like,
because isn't it 2-bedroom plus study?
Yeah.
So second bedroom is going to be studio.
Yeah.
And then what's the study? Just chill vibes?
Pretty much just chill vibes.
Hookah room.
So yeah. yeah.
That's what you're going to do.
Yeah, that's the smoke room.
Just in case Drake comes over.
Yeah, exactly. We got a couple hookahs set up in there. Got some couch. We got like leather, like leopard print couches and shit in there.
Yeah.
Well, so the study has built-in bookshelves into the wall. So I think it'll be a cool little like half like reading nook, but also I thought it'd be cool to put like a desk in there, maybe like a little like drafting table kind of things for like drawing or like whatever the hell. Yeah, it would just be cool to like have a little room to do creative stuff in. So that's probably what it's gonna be. Yeah. Or just like a fun room to like decorate the hell out of and stuff.
Yeah.
That's honestly one of the most exciting things for me is looking forward to decorating all the stuff and like slowly collecting like furniture for different things. Yep. And also being able to be like, okay, I go to a Goodwill. Typically I'm looking for, you know, clothes or electronics or whatever. And now I can be like, oh, that's a sick lamp. You know what I mean? And like, now I got a cool lamp for the studio. Yeah. So I can do a little bit more. I have a little bit more freedom when it comes to the customization of that kind of stuff. There's also a lot of like, unfun things that I have to play. Like I gotta figure out how to fucking get a lawnmower and like
exactly
that kind of stuff. But like other than that, exactly. That's where I'm gonna get like 95% of everything. Yeah. But dude, looking at furniture on there, people upcharge furniture so much. I guess like there's probably people who don't really know anything about instruments and then look at like a guitar and they're like, why is that $1,000 for that guitar? Yeah. Which is actually a good point. Like when I've started thinking about that recently, the fact that they charge so much for some guitars is really insane, especially when it's like just vintage. If it's a really, really well-made, high-quality guitar, then I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But like just some vintage, shitty old K guitar or something, and they're like, this is $750, and it sounds like shit. Yeah. But like it's just old.
Doesn't even have a truss rod.
Yeah, exactly. Some of those things just don't make sense to me, and that's where I can totally get behind the like, yeah, this is super overpriced thing. But that's how I look. I look at furniture. I look at everything like that. I look at everything. I'm like, damn, that's so true. So overpriced. Yeah.
There's nothing is fairly priced in my opinion. No.
I mean, dude, there's people I saw this cool lamp on Marketplace and this person lists the lamp and it's an Amazon lamp that like they include the pictures from Amazon. You know those like infographics from like the Chinese companies where it's like a white bar that has like dots of like features of the thing. It was literally that they posted, and it was not new. It was not a new item or anything. It was some shit that they just had in their house, but they were just selling it, and selling it for like almost exactly what the retail price is. And I was like, $120 for this seems insane. Let me look up the Amazon price. It's like $150 on Amazon. Like, people just don't really understand how like pricing and depreciation of items works.
I mean, if they're selling stuff, good on them.
Yeah, it didn't seem like they were selling because they had they had it listed for like months. Also, I went back recently. I don't know if you ever do this, but I went back and looked at like saved listings of mine
That's
from
always fun.
a long time ago, and people just still have their super expensive shit listed at the same price from like when I saved it 2.5 years ago. Like, have you not maybe thought, no one wants to fucking buy this, I should probably lower the price?
I'll do that like occasionally, pretty like I try to do that regularly, like every month or so.
Yeah.
And I'll message them. It's been like 2 years, and I'll shoot them a lowball because I'm like, "You're not selling this," and they're like, "Nope, firm."
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's the thing. That's like the majority of the time. These people are like, "I know what I've got. Like, don't try to lowball me." And like, no one's buying your shit, so obviously you don't know what you have. But the other percentage of people is like, sometimes the person's like, "Yeah, I just want this gone." That the J Mascis Jazz Master, I had that saved for so long. I think the kid, it's actually a pretty egregious lowball. I think he had it listed at like $350, and I think I got that for like $170. It was like he just
That's
had it
more than half.
Yeah, he had it listed for a long time, and I think I was like, "I'll give you $150."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I can do." I bet
he was like, "Oh, I forgot I was listing this."
Yeah, he probably forgot he even had it in the first place.
Yeah.
He was like, also sometimes people just have weird stories on things too. Like, it was his mom's ex-boyfriend's guitar that he had given to him or something, which is a reason why I feel like it's cool buying used guitars off Marketplace, because every single one you can say what the story was.
Yeah, totally.
Which is badass. It's like, it's just not as cool when you're like, I got it from Guitar Center, you know?
Yeah. Also, not everybody are broke musicians.
Yeah.
So like they just think of money differently. We've definitely had this conversation before.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're just like, $150, sure.
Yeah.
But we're like, no, we need at least another 100 if we're going to stay afloat this month.
It's also like so much of a psychological thing too. Like, there will be somebody like listing something for a very fair price. And I'm like, I could not, I can't accept that. I have to lowball you.
I was getting mad today even, but yesterday I listed Jenna's shoes. She just got a wrong size. Paid, I think, $90 for New Balances. Wrong size. Never worn.
Yeah.
Listed it for $60, I think.
Yeah.
I think I have 20 people in conversation with.
Yeah.
And they're all like $40, $45.
Dude, 60 is a really good price. Like, you're getting brand new fucking shoes.
And some people are like, I'll do, one time he was like 45. And I was just like, I want to see if they just want to get a better deal on top of the deal, which is me, which is why I was getting mad. And then I was like, this is actually so me.
Yeah.
Even when it's a good price, you're like, I'm not totally sure it's a good price. So I have to know that on my end, it's a good price. So the people who are like 40, 45, I'd be like, sorry, dude, 50 is the lowest I can go. I have it at 60. And they're like, can't do that.
Yeah. I can't do $5.
But the fact that I have 20 people in my comments all just asking for $10 or $20 more.
Yeah. It is pretty insane. Like, when you think about it, there is... The thing that I always think of when I also feel the exact same way that you're feeling about that is, okay, well, I'm judging you for wanting $5 more. Technically, I'm also doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, no, we are.
Literally at the same time. I'm like, I'm not going to sell it to you for that because I want to make an extra $10.
Yeah.
And it's honestly, it's more of like a power move thing.
It is, totally.
I don't even care about the $10 at that point. Like, I just want to like make sure that I get the last offer in.
Oh, yeah, dude. There was literally a guy who was like, he was like 40, and I was like, sorry, dude, 50 is the lowest I can go. And he was like, $45, last offer.
Last offer.
Sorry.
All right, man, cool.
Just deleted his chat.
Yeah.
Not going to deal with you.
Dude, there was somebody the other day that was messaging me about something. I don't even remember what it was, but he was like, oh, will you do this price on the thing? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. And then he texted and he was like, oh, could you actually deliver? But he said, can you deliver for an extra like $20? And I was like, yeah, that's probably fine depending on where you are.
Yeah.
And I see the message, I go to reply, and it just says chat deleted.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. All right.
We could have a whole episode about Facebook experiences.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That's why the thing you're talking about is the reason that I used to list things like that, where I would actually list it for a pretty good price to begin with. And then I started listing it for like usually $10 or $20 higher.
That's so good.
Than what I would want to get for it.
Yeah, dude, that's if I listed it for 70, people would be like 60. So I should have listed it for 70.
Because I started doing that, and now people will make me an offer that's usually like $20 or $30 lower than the thing, and then if I get them up $10 from that, it's exactly what I would have wanted to pay anyways. It's all just a psychological game. It is
totally a psychological thing.
It's messed up.
Negotiations. I mean, we've been doing that since the dawn of humanity.
Yeah, true.
Bartering.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just coded in us.
We need more of that. We need some more bartering and trading in our society.
Yeah, man. No more fiat money. Let's start doing just item for item.
Yeah. I agree.
I sell my body, you give me a guitar.
yeah, exactly.
Item for item. Yes. We need to go back to those days.
I provide my services and you give me a guitar. Yeah, I think something like that. That like if you're like a bar, like the thing I was telling you about, the dude who was like, yo, I do tattoos. I'll trade you for that guy stopped responding, unfortunately. But
like this awesome guy who did this.
That would be great if more people did that. Because like
deleted chat.
Yeah, deleted chat. He hasn't deleted the chat yet, so like maybe he's just busy. He might just be busy, man.
He's just busy doing dope tattoos. It takes a long time.
He's just doing a lot of tattoos, man. That's it. I mean, that's the thing is the hard thing is when you have a society where money kind of drives everything. It's really hard to motivate yourself to do the work that is basically for free. Because like if you don't have it in your mind that like I'm getting $100 of value out of this pedal, I'm just like getting a pedal and then I'm doing a service for free essentially. That's like how most people frame it in their head, rather than like this pedal is worth $100 and that $100 is what he's paying me.
Yeah. People
just think of money as the actual physical, you have to have the money, instead of like this service is worth this much. Which I even, like I'm the same way where there'll be sometimes, just an example, I'm not going to like say any specifics or names or anything, but let's say like somebody has a job, right? And the job is like, we'll give you like a free membership. Somebody's working at like a Planet Fitness, right? And they're like, we'll give you free membership for life. To me, I don't think that's like worth value. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, you're giving me $15 a month or whatever. I'm gonna be like, this is just some shit you're just giving me for free because there's no value in it to you. So like, it is hard to be like, oh yeah, you have to think of services as value, when even sometimes I don't think of it like that.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the furniture you were talking about.
Yeah.
How like we see furniture as being way more expensive than it is, but we don't know the time that it takes to make that piece of furniture.
Yeah. I mean, and also I understand for sure more so if it wasn't just made in like a fucking factory in China. If it's actually nice, like hardwood furniture, solid wood, made in the 50s or something, then I'm like, okay, yeah, I could justify paying like $150 for this.
Yeah.
But that I could justify paying $150 when they'll list their like shit they got off Amazon or like their IKEA furniture for $150, like $250. And I'm like, I just don't see why it makes sense to me. It's exactly like buying a guitar. I don't see why I would ever pay fucking $600 for a brand new J Mascis Jazzmaster when I got that for $170.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like, I don't see why I would ever spend a bajillion dollars on brand new like IKEA furniture when I could get nice, like actually good quality furniture for half the price.
Yeah. Do you remember when the JHS launched a pedal? And then some random guy made a YouTube video like exposing the price.
Oh, I remember. I didn't watch that, but I remember seeing like the thumbnail where he was like, "Are we ripping you off?" kind of thing.
Yeah, no. So somebody literally just made a video breaking down the pedal.
Yeah,
I don't know all the details of it, but it's exactly what we're talking about. He was like, they use this transistor, they use this hard shell case, they use this, and he's like, and they're upcharging $100.
Yeah.
They're absolutely ripping everybody off. And it's like, okay, dude, go ahead and make it
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, you also were not going to think of that circuit, the circuitry of how to make that pedal in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like, we're also guilty of that mindset as well, because we just see things as the monetary value.
Yeah.
Of like, this isn't worth $200.
Yeah.
It's just a little pedal that I can do myself. It's like, okay, then do it yourself.
Right. You could apply that to anything too. Also, like, for example, selling beats or mixing services is the same thing.
So many people are like,
why is this so expensive? And then our justification is, well, I have probably like $3,000 worth of plugins and like hella expensive studio gear, and I'm spending time doing this, and like I've spent 10 years of my life dedicating to learning how to do all this shit. And to them, that means nothing. It's just like, well, this is so expensive.
I can use AI.
Yeah, fucking. Okay. Yeah, I can use AI.
Use AI and then show it to people and tell them that you used AI.
Yeah,
Are they going to listen to your song?
Well, that's like the same with the JHS thing. Like, he has to pay employees and he has to fucking pay his rent for the building and like make YouTube videos and all that other shit. So there's a lot of other costs.
You just press a button on jhs.com and you get a pedal at your door in a week.
Yeah, exactly. There's no effort involved for you. You're paying like for not only just the time and effort that they put in to create that thing, but also the convenience of not having to build it yourself. Because technically, if you have the expertise and the knowledge, you could build anything yourself. But you have to actually learn how to build it and spend the time to build it. Yeah. That is one thing that I would like to get into more, is like building my own. Like if I want like a rack unit for like to put rack gear on or something, I was like, okay, that'd be a cool project to try to learn how to build some shit like that, you know? Or, you know, just doing kind of more DIY stuff. I think you should try to DIY as much stuff as possible.
I watch so much woodworking content.
Yeah.
I would not be able to make anything.
Oh yeah,
at all.
I remember going through a phase where I was like, dude, I'm gonna start woodworking. Then I bought like a bunch of 2x4s and never did anything with them. I think I was like 17, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna start making chairs and shit. Yeah, and I just never made anything.
Yeah,
but I also am that type of person where I'll pick up a hobby for like a week, and saying pick up a hobby is almost not even accurate, because I'll just be like hyper fixated on the hobby, not even do it, and then I'll just move on to like the next thing in like a week.
Yeah, I'll be watching a woodworking video, and it's just a guy being so nerdy about the type of wood and the end grains and like how to use the jigsaw. Yeah. And Jen is like, "What are you watching?" And I'm like, I'm very focused, and just everything he's saying is going right over my head.
This guy's making a cherry wood box right now. It's fucking sick.
I'm like totally following along right now.
You don't understand woodworking like I do. Yeah, that shit is pretty funny. There's I always remember the Guitar Center back home in Chicago that I used to go to, in the acoustic room. It had one of those posters with all of the wood types, like all the acoustic wood types, and then all like exotic wood types and shit too. I've always wanted a poster like that.
Yeah, dude, the amount of like guitar build videos and like woodworking build videos that I've watched, but I still don't know which wood is better than what.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
So funny.
Yeah, there's so much shit I watch like that where like I'm watching this video and then halfway through I realize this is not applicable to me at all. Like I am just a guy, and like this is supposed to be meant for an audience of like skilled laborers, and I'm just like sitting there like, oh, this is fucking awesome, man. So cool.
I'm gonna save that.
Yeah.
Save to watch later.
Yeah, save to watch later. Dude, I never used to use the watch later section on YouTube, and now I'll just like fucking doom scroll the YouTube homepage and just save a bunch of shit to watch later, and then I'll go back like to watch a video. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch one of the videos, and realize I've saved like hour and 30-minute long videos, and I'm like, okay, well I can't commit to this now, so I just
That's why you saved it to watch later.
Yeah, plus 5,000 videos in my watch later now.
That is another level of doom scrolling, and like hacking your dopamine is not even watching the video. Yeah, just saving it to watch later.
Yeah. Because you're like, eventually I'm going to get the dopamine hit from watching this video.
Watch that later, I'll watch that later, I'll watch that later.
It's so bad, dude. It's like, the doom scroll of the internet has gotten really bad.
Yeah, man.
Where like every platform is just a doom scroll platform.
Yeah, YouTube is completely changed now. Like I like to brag about how I've been like social media free. Yeah. But I'm doom scrolling on YouTube, man.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't get caught by their shorts.
That's good.
Like I'm still never hooked on their shorts just because they don't have no clue what to show me. Yeah. They're still showing me like just bizarre YouTube Mr. Beast AI videos. But for a while, I didn't know how to turn the setting off. So the setting was like the video auto plays. So basically, whenever I was on YouTube, which I don't even have the YouTube app, I have to get it through Safari because that's another barrier of entry. Yeah. But I've learned how to completely bypass the barrier that I've created myself. So when I scroll on YouTube on Safari, it's basically Instagram because it's just scroll, look at a thumbnail, video instantly plays. And I just watch it for a little bit. Yeah. And I eventually was like, wait, I'm just using this as Instagram. So I turned it off and it's much better now. Yeah. But I'm still just watching so much YouTube.
Yeah, I got to turn that off too because that's what I'll do also is I'll just be like, I'll scroll over videos for no fucking reason. There's like literally no reason why I need to scroll through the YouTube homepage, but I will. And then I'll realize I've watched an 8-minute video just on the little player. Yeah. Like I'm watching it this big on the screen. Like I'm not even seeing all the pixels in the thing. Yeah, it's something about it, man. It's definitely a real addiction for sure. Yeah. And it's crazy that everybody is like that. Obviously, we've talked about this probably ad nauseum on this channel and everywhere, but I'll just see people in traffic just straight head down. Like there was a woman actually just like on her phone driving and like she wasn't even like doing an important text message or anything, just scrolling Instagram. It's like, dude, you have to be so addicted. Even like, there will be times when admittedly I'll find myself like watching a video and I'll like walk to one room to the other to do something while watching a video. I'm like, I can't be doing this. This is like next level addicted to your phone type of shit.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Yeah. Just watching a video and just walking around.
Yeah. Which like, if you saw yourself doing that, you'd be like, what a fucking idiot. Yeah. Which is, I try to like put that perspective on myself sometimes where if I were to see myself in third person, what would I think about this? And then I'm just like, man, I'm just ashamed of myself. You know what I mean? Like I've become one with the machine.
Dude, the worst is when I have to make lunch or dinner. And before I make it, I'm like, I want to put up a YouTube video. Just prop it up on the counter while I watch the video. And 10 minutes go by of me trying to find the perfect YouTube video to watch before I make lunch, and I'm starving. My body's like, I need food. You have the food laid out in front of me, but I'm like,
I have to find the perfect length video that will keep me engaged.
I'm not even going to watch it. I'm going to make lunch right now.
And I have to find a video where I don't have to actively watch it to know what's going on. I can just kind of listen to it like a podcast.
Dude, the scary thing is that like there's so much content out there that I usually find the exact video that I want to watch. It's like, right now I want to watch a car video, but I don't want it to be like super in depth. I want it to be entertaining. And like eventually the more I scroll, I'll eventually find it, which is so scary. Because back then YouTube was not that.
Dude, it is actually terrifying the sheer amount of content out there because literally any niche that you could possibly think of exists. There is a video for it somewhere. Whether it's a video for it somewhere on YouTube or on TikTok, because TikTok is even more, the mass of videos that's on TikTok is unbelievable because anybody can just upload anything. Like YouTube videos is one thing where with the way that the search and recommended works, not everything is going to get pushed to the top of search. Like you have to kind of scroll for a while to find shit.
And you still have to have a video editor like on your computer. Yeah, you still kind of have to have that.
Yeah, like you can upload, I guess you can use like CapCut or whatever and like upload from your phone technically. But
TikTok, you can just film from the app and it puts it all together.
Yeah, just immediately upload it. So that's also, TikTok does have a really, really good search engine as well. I think like, Instagram search engine sucks. You can never find anything. But like, dude, so I don't even have the TikTok app on my phone anymore. But when I did,
do you still upload to TikTok?
Yeah, just from the computer.
Oh, that's nice.
So I uploaded to 4 platforms. I uploaded to Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. 2 of those I can just do completely from the computer with no problem. Facebook and TikTok, oddly enough, because TikTok, like, you don't think of as a website or like a web version, but their web version's actually pretty good. So I uploaded those 2 platforms. It's fine. Instagram, it doesn't allow me to share it to my Reels grid only. So it will post it to like my main grid where I have my like pictures of me in Colorado and I have like my like normal pictures. And then you have the separate Reels portion of your profile. Yeah. It doesn't allow you to upload only to the Reels portion on the computer. So you have to go into the app and then say remove from main grid, which is so annoying. Like, why would they not have that feature in the computer version? It makes no sense.
They don't want you on their computer.
Yeah, but it's so stupid because that's the only thing I do. I just upload on the computer, get immediately on my phone, hide from grid, close out of the app. Yeah. And then YouTube, it's actually so stupid that this is even a thing, but you can't set the thumbnail on the web version, which is bizarre because you can do that in every single other platform besides YouTube. I just don't understand why they would not implement that feature, especially when YouTube is kind of a website first. Like they're not primarily an app at least the way that I see it. So it's weird that they don't have the feature. So I need to go into the YouTube app to change the thumbnail. So it's like two very specific things that I need to have my phone for, but otherwise I could just upload from the computer. But anyway, circling back, when I had TikTok, if I would think about a random video that I saw like hella long ago, I could look it up on TikTok and it would know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was a really good search engine.
Dude, Instagram, you will not find your video.
Absolutely not. It would just come up with like a bunch of random stuff that was like not even remotely related to what you were looking for. Maybe they've improved it now, but last time I checked, it was bad. And then Facebook, I don't know. There's only old people on Facebook, so I don't know. That's like one of the only platforms that pays me, though, I will say.
I think like 2 days ago, I found myself scrolling Facebook.
Yeah.
It was dark.
Yeah.
I should not have done that.
Yeah.
It was like very political Oklahoma stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just like pretty hooked into it. I was like, what?
Oh, on the main page?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude.
Like right when you hop in.
You're getting fucking old, man.
Yeah. It was bad. It was like, maybe I should download Instagram so I don't ever do this again.
You're sitting there getting pissed off at like politics on Facebook. Dude. Yeah, that's a dangerous rabbit hole to get into. Yeah, really the only thing that I use Facebook for is Marketplace.
Yeah.
Like, thankfully.
You still post on Facebook though?
Yeah, I post reels on there, but from my other account.
Yeah.
For my main account, like I'll maybe get on there and change the profile every like 2 years or something, you know? And other than that, like that's pretty much it. Social media, I mean, I think we have a whole episode about this, but like, the world would be so much better without social media.
Yeah, we talk about it every episode.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, moving on.
Thanks for watching this on your social media app.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a very love-hate because we wouldn't be here without social media, but
not at all.
It sucks also.
Yeah, it does suck. It makes me think of, who is it? I can't remember. We do a lot of real-time thinking on this podcast.
Yeah, we do. Sometimes back in the day, we just cut it out, but now we have to actually be, we got to be on the ball. I got to be sharp with it.
Yeah, there's some CEO, but he doesn't brag about it, but he always talks about how he doesn't have a phone. He's like, yeah, I don't have a phone. I like to stay in the real world and tapped in, but he has like 10 assistants who have phones for him.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd like to get to that point.
Yeah, same.
I don't have a phone, but I'm still like posting on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, honestly, that's the one thing that I considered, like, because we were just talking about this off camera, but having an editor for the YouTube channel would be really nice, but I can't pay an editor. But the one thing I could potentially at some point consider paying somebody for is just to upload my shorts for me.
Yeah.
And I could honestly probably just be like, here's $5 every time you upload a short. You know what I mean? And that's like pretty reasonable because they're doing it for like 5 minutes at a time. Like maybe takes you max 10 minutes.
I bet a Slaughter would be down for that.
Yeah, but then I have to give them access to my social media.
And we don't trust any of y'all.
I don't trust any. Maybe a handful.
Yeah, but, there's a handful of y'all.
Yeah, but the thing is, that is like the one thing where I'd be like, okay, I could consider outsourcing just uploading the videos because it's so monotonous and just wastes a lot of time for me personally.
I like to think of myself as a hard worker. I'm usually always consistently working.
Yeah.
But it's so hard for me to consistently upload YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So I've thought about how I'm just not the best like scheduler. So having just a producer in that sense for the YouTube channel would be so nice, which is like, hey man, you've got this video planned on Friday. What's the progress on it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, sorry, I like kind of went into a rabbit hole of how to like mask this certain item for 2 frames of the video. Yeah. It's taken 2 whole days, but it's gonna be like a really cool part of the video. He'd just be like, nope, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
You gotta drop the video because it means nothing.
That is kind of a thing where like if you have a team behind your YouTube channel, it kind of forces you to meet certain deadlines
and just strip it back. Strip it to the meat and potatoes of what your YouTube videos are. Yeah,
and not go like full autism with like 3 seconds of the video that no one's gonna care about.
Yeah, there's a my next video is gonna be my studio tour for this house, and Adobe like updated their masking. It's so annoying. But I spent like basically half a day learning how to use their new masking feature for 2 frames of the video when I have like the text on the screen do a certain mask with the curtains.
Nice.
And the whole time I was like, well, I'm going to use this feature at some other point. So it's good that I'm learning this. But in reality, I'll use it 4 times and then they'll update it again. And then I have to learn a new way to do it.
Spend another 3 hours learning how to use the new one. Yeah, that's why, honestly, I think my editing has gotten simpler and simpler over time.
Yeah.
I've just kind of been like, I think also that part of that is getting older too, which is funny because I will have people comment on my video and they're like, what's up with the chaotic edits? Bro, is this your first day on YouTube ever?
Yeah, dude.
This is
go
like
watch Mr. Beast.
Go watch like any other channel with like plus 20 million subscribers. You'll be like, okay, God, I need to go back to fucking Fizo's channel and watch that totally chill ass video. Because my videos, I mean, obviously, like I have cuts, like I have jump cuts and shit in my video, but
you have no.
Yeah, I don't have like explosion sound. I really rarely ever use like assets in my videos. Pretty much the majority of like the max that I do is I will do text and I'll do like pictures and I'll do like a zoom in on the picture, or like sometimes I'll do like a like intentionally fucking really stupid like wipe transition or whatever, like just to like be goofy or whatever. But that's a drag and drop thing. And so like usually my edit, if you see my edit screen, it's very simple most of the time. But I'm doing some sort of zoom in or something like pretty much every clip, so it's time intensive for that reason. But I used to do way more crazy shit where I would like keyframe track like my face moving through the room and like zoom the fuck in really hard and like do a bunch of crazy stuff, and I just kind of stopped doing that because I like that's not really as much of my vibe anymore, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like, because we both did the same thing, like my editing used to be crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch my videos and tutorials back then and I'll be like, this is amazing. Yeah. Like I'll be like really proud of myself. This is so well edited. I used green screens.
Yeah.
I spent a week on the first 20 seconds of the video, like real YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, now my videos are mainly just me talking to the camera, and then like you said, like a few images popping up. I don't even have like special shadows on the image. It's just like, here's the image. But I think a lot of that probably has to do with the fact that we've already built our audience and we've already kind of set ourselves apart from a lot of other people on YouTube. So now we can kind of just make a video, and the reason people click is because they recognize our face. You know?
Yeah, that is definitely part of it. I think also I used to do more stuff like that. I think just because like that was like the thing to do on YouTube, and now I feel like more people are going back towards like, okay, I want to see just like a real person like doing shit. And I think now I don't I think I've gotten a lot better at pacing in videos and structuring videos, because one of actually my favorite parts when I'm editing is going through all of the clips at the end. So I edit it in kind of like phases where I will cut up all the clips to where I have basically every part where I'm talking that makes sense. Obviously cut out like some of the fluff. And then I'll go back and do like all the zooms. And when I do the zooms, I'll cut certain things out for like clarity and for just so that the video flows properly. And then at the end, I'll go in and add like music, and I'll add the finishing touches. But when I do that, like cutting everything for clarity, that's one of my favorite parts, because I feel like it just makes the video so much more concise, and I like can really get the flow of a video down. Yeah. And that's a big thing, like being able to play a preview of a scene in a video and be like, okay, this feels like when this scene needs to cut to the next scene, and like being able to feel when it just feels right to go to the next scene is something you can't learn that any way other than just doing it for years and years and years. And so I feel like my level of crafting a video in a way where I can get the story across in the most concise and clear way has gone up. That skill level has gone up, and my editing skill level has just not necessarily gone down the skill level, but I don't rely on the editing as much to get the message across or to like be funny or like tell my jokes. It used to be where like I would be like, okay, I consider myself like a relatively humorous fellow, but the editing is doing the heavy lifting in a lot of my old videos. And now it's like, okay, I can crack a couple of jokes and say like some reasonably funny things, and I don't have to be like, this needs to be edited in a way to where it's going to be funny. Otherwise, it's not funny, you know?
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, I edit in the same way.
Yeah.
Where cut everything up. Because, I mean, the way we make videos, it's like, so now I'm going to...
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna, and then
Yeah.
like, so just completely chopping all of that fluff, which is like probably 60% or maybe even more of all the raw footage.
Yeah.
And then going back, getting the zooms, getting actual timing down between each saying and making it sound cohesive.
Right.
And then the final thing is going through and really doing all the final touches.
What's funny is that I script maybe like 4% of my videos ever. Like nothing that I ever make is scripted.
Yeah, me neither.
And sometimes I'll be like, well, maybe if I scripted my videos more, I wouldn't do that thing where I'm like, what's up, guy? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up, guy? But I've every time I script a video, I still do the same thing, if not even worse. Like it's maybe worse when I script a video. So like that's kind of why I don't script videos, because I'm like, I'm gonna do that shit anyways, so I might as well just do it. And so it's like, you know, concise. Sometimes I will like do like an outline for a video if there's certain points that I specifically want to touch on. But yeah, I just like never script shit. It feels unnatural to me. Yeah, I agree. Unless it is one of those like video essay type videos, then it makes more sense. Totally. Or if you're actually reading like a voiceover thing.
Yeah, I've done that before where like the whole video is scripted. Yeah, that's pretty rare.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty rare.
So yeah, massive rant about editing and YouTube. What's been going on with you?
It's been 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, good luck doing timestamps for this one.
Yeah, exactly. We're done with the timestamps.
Yeah.
We're on GoPro footage level.
Yeah. Honestly, probably no one gives a shit about the timestamp.
Yeah, dude, no one uses it. I used to like spend so much time like, what's the exact second of like what each topic is, because so many people are clicking on all the different. It's like, no, man. If someone wants to listen, they'll just put it on.
Exactly. And most people like going to a timestamp probably have no idea what it's about anyways, because like I'll click on timestamps in some of the old podcasts and we're just talking about like some random ass thing that has nothing to do with the timestamp, like chapter name.
What's been going on? Anything new? Got a new drum kit.
That's
not a completely new drum kit, just a kick, snare. Is it a rack tom? Is that when it's on the kick? I mean, yeah. Rack tom, and then a crash.
No floor tom?
No floor tom on this new kit.
That's honestly fine. You don't really need it.
Well, I didn't even know if I was going to use my like small floor tom with the old drum kit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so got this new drum kit. My studio has zero room to even fit one drum kit in. Wait,
sorry. Backtrack. It's kick, snare, rack tom. Does it have hi-hats or no?
Crash.
Oh, okay. That's kind of weird, but having hi-hats would be nice.
So the story of it, you were talking about the story of Facebook items.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite things about doing Facebook stuff.
Yeah.
Small percentage of the time I hate it because I'm like, that was the worst person ever.
Yeah.
But that's really
not
rare.
Often.
Yeah, that's really rare. Very rare.
Mostly the worst person ever is in the chats.
Yeah, totally.
And I never end up like doing actual business with them.
And they usually have bad ratings.
Yeah.
The Facebook ratings are very honest. But
I appreciate that feature.
Yeah.
So it's a really good feature.
Nice. But yeah, most of the time it's just meeting great people.
Yeah.
One dude I picked up some monitor stands, and they were monitor stands for like little tweeters, and I didn't know that. I thought they were like actual monitor stands. So I got screwed over. But it wasn't. It was my fault. It wasn't his fault. But we met at like 9 p.m. like at his office, like in an alley. He was just the funniest. Just picture lake guy. Just lake guy.
Yeah.
Just total lake guy.
Yeah.
Just talked my ear off about music. And we talked for literally an hour.
That's
just
sick.
His truck just had like LED lights everywhere. And he talked about, so I got like surround sound at my new lake house. And my wife hates it because it gets so loud and everybody hears it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, man, sweet. So what did we say? $20? He's like, about to hand me them, and he's like, "Oh, but man, I actually got new stereo on my boat now." Yeah. But I just love because sometimes if that happens to me, most of the time I'm like, dude, most of the day I'm just on my computer editing a stupid video.
Yeah.
I want to learn about this guy. Yeah. So then I'll get really invested. Yeah, and I'll be like, so what music do you listen to?
Yeah.
And then we just talked for an hour about music.
Yeah, totally.
So that's the best part of buying music stuff, is that if they're selling a music item, they love music, they're going to have so much to talk about music. You can learn so much about the different ways that people consume music.
Yeah.
Because we're such a niche thing where we can hear different instruments and all that. And we have like actual bands that we really like and follow.
Yeah.
But everybody has their different music path. But on the drum kit, she didn't play instruments at all. They found it in the attic of their house. And
did you ask her what else is in her attic?
Oh, dude, when she said that, the first thing I said, do you have any other music gear?
Yeah.
Because that's where I get some really good deals.
Yeah.
One time I bought a guitar for $100. It was the Martin. Mm-hmm. Bought a Martin for $100.
Which is nuts.
Crazy deal. So the first thing I did when he said deal, I was like, do you have any other guitars for sale? Because I assume that you're going to sell those for cheap as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got a Takamine. I don't know how to say those.
Oh, the black one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got that for super cheap too. I sold that pretty instantly. Yeah. But
I think that's right. I think Takamine.
Yeah,
It's weird that you would say it like that. Like I always thought it was like Takamine.
Yeah,
which sounds more right. But Takamine is like, or Takamine is like how everybody says it.
Yeah, I feel like that's because it's Japanese, right?
Yeah. I feel like Takamine would be
Takamine. Yeah,
Takamine would be like more accurate.
Takamine.
Yeah, Takamine sounds weird.
Takamine.
That's
Takamine.
Takamine. That's like the white person going to like the Mexican restaurant and they're like, yeah, I'll get the salsa verde. Can I get the salsa verde and some tamales?
Dad does that. My dad's not racist, but we go to an Indian restaurant and I'm like, okay, so he wants number 18. Yeah. Now I'll tell you what I want now.
Just like don't let him speak at all. Dude. I think it'd be a fun exercise if I ordered for everybody. How do you guys think about that?
So what the kind of it just comes out.
Yeah.
But she had it in the attic. They found it. Don't play any instruments. Also, I was like, do you have any other instruments? Don't have any other instruments, which was sad. Yeah. She had a ukulele, but I'm done buying like cheap Amazon instruments. I used to try to do that and flip that, but it's just so stupid.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not even interested. But they found it. So they were like, this isn't ours, obviously. It's literally just in the attic, not a full drum kit, but a half drum kit. So they called the owners before them and said, hey, we have your drum kit in the attic. And they were like, that's not ours. It was there when we lived there.
That's
so
crazy.
I think the drums were like 25 years old. They're not dirty at all.
Dude, why can't shit like that happen to us?
Yeah.
Like you just move into a house and there's like a bunch of cool gear in the attic or whatever. Like you always hear about shit like that happening, but like just one in a million.
That story is pretty prevalent. People just being like, I just found it.
Yeah.
I just found this guitar. Where are you finding guitars?
Yeah. Dude, I remember there was like a forum post I read a long time ago where this guy was like, I was exploring this abandoned house with some of my boys and I found like a 1966 Fender Jaguar in there. Like, dude, you're like the luckiest person on earth. What the fuck?
I'd rather have that happen to me than winning the lottery.
Yeah. I think I actually would. The lottery is more of a headache.
Yeah.
They're not taking taxes out of the 1966 Jaguar you found.
They don't know about it.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't there. It wasn't at the haunted house that I went to.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, that reminds me. Sorry, this is way off topic, but one of the houses that we looked at I want
to hear more stories about these houses.
There's a lot of house stories. That might need to be another episode. That would be a fun episode to do.
Yeah.
But one of the houses that we went to had literally no backyard. It was like genuinely, there was a side yard that's maybe like from where my bed is to the wall and probably the same length also of like my entire room. Is like this space was the side yard.
Just
and then
dog do your business area.
Pretty much, yeah. And then there was like a strip of just rocks around the other two sides of the house and maybe like about as wide as, a little wider than my chair. So like very extremely small. The house also just straight up had like a fucking haunted basement. There was a basement. Like we didn't know there was a basement because the listing didn't say there was a basement.
Yeah.
And then I opened the door. I was like, this is a basement. And so
I said that because they don't want you to go in the basement.
Yeah, because there's bodies down there.
A basement.
Yeah, literally. So I went down there and I was gonna go check it out, and I realized like the bottom two steps of the basement stairs were destroyed. So I couldn't even get down there. I was going to walk down there and I was like, oh no, this isn't safe.
You wouldn't be able to get back up.
I wouldn't be able to get it back up because it was so high. The bottom two, because they were very steep.
Dude, get out of there.
And also, like, walking on those stairs, I was thinking, okay, if those bottom 2 steps collapsed, I'm probably like not safe walking down the other steps. So we asked about the basement, and they were like, oh yeah, we didn't mention the listing, but it's been recently refinished with like new concrete slab. And I was like, what did you concrete slab over the like human skeletons that are down there? Like, why would you not mention that?
I highly doubt that if the stairs aren't functioning.
It was very weird because like that's just extra square footage you could, and like an extra selling point you could mention in the house.
Are you kidding me?
But it was a very nice house. Otherwise, it just had a lot of character.
Yeah.
And the one problem was like it seemed like it was partially grounded or whatever, that whole thing. I mean, at this point I'm like, I don't even fucking care. But it was a very cool house with a lot of character. But the house next door was like completely abandoned, and we walked out into the like shitty ass like strip of gravel backyard, and then I just look over and there's this like fucking haunted house over there, and I'm like, oh nice, we've got just like a
next door neighbor.
Yeah, we've got like the trap house next to us.
Yeah.
And I was like, Kathy was like, oh, well, like, at least we won't have neighbors. And I was like, we probably have fucking 6 homeless people in there. We probably have plenty of neighbors. There's like red paint like splattered over the window and everything. I was like, okay, well, not ideal having that next door, but whatever. And that was just one of the places we looked at. But
yeah, I don't envy your house search.
Yeah, it was not
ideal. You found one though. Knock on wood.
Yeah, exactly.
You signed.
Knock on wood. I signed. Still. At this point, we've done so much searching for houses that I'm like, still just I want to get the keys first.
Yeah,
I want to make sure.
There were a few more that were like doable though, right?
There were some other ones that would be fine. One of the other ones that we really liked sold the day before yesterday when we like saw the house that we just signed on. So we were like, okay, well that option's not available now. And then there was a couple other ones that were cool, but this one is kind of the best of all the worlds, really. Yeah. So
I'm really looking forward to just going to each other's houses.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be very fun, and also it's gonna change the sound of the recording so much too, because it kind of there's not a huge difference between the sound of like your studio versus my studio when we were living here, but now it'll be like, okay, your shit might have carpet floors, might have wood floors. Yeah. Our sound treatment's going to be different. We're going to have totally different instruments in the room. It's going to be a whole different procedure. So I'm excited for what kind of music we're going to make.
Dude, think about how much more room for guitars you're going to have.
I was actually like, okay, I probably am going to need to get another guitar rack now because I have so many guitars that you can't see it right now on the footage. I have 5 guitars that are just sitting on the floor right now.
Yeah.
Actually, that's wrong. I have 6 guitars that are just sitting on the floor. That one's propped up against the thing on the floor.
Yeah.
So I do need another guitar rack, if maybe not like 2.
You should definitely get one once you start putting guitars in the hard cases that you have.
Yeah, I just
like, what's the point of that?
Yeah, exactly.
In my whole closet, like all of my guitar cases have guitars in them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm like, oh no, I need to make a video with this before I can sell it.
Yeah. That's why I'm really trying to just downsize on all of the stuff that I have, and
which is so nice though, because you figured out what guitars you like.
Yeah,
and yeah, man, the price tag does not determine how good the guitar is.
Yeah, 100%.
So just the only way to do it is just to have try a bunch of guitars and have them for, about a week.
Yeah.
Produce with them. Don't just like go to Guitar Center and play around with it.
Exactly. That's the thing. I mean, even when I worked there, they had said that we'd get people in that come and return amps or come and return guitars because it doesn't sound at home the way it sounds in the store. And that's just how it's going to be. You're recording in like or you're playing and hearing how it sounds in a massive retail store.
Also, don't
not your home.
Go to the nicest amp at Guitar Center and plug it in. What amp do you have? See if they have that.
Yeah, you have like an LT25, and you're like, why does it sound so not good? When I plugged into the JCM 800 or whatever. Yeah, so pretty much. Yeah. So pretty much.
Yep. So pretty much.
I am excited to have the drums not against the fucking wall because it does affect the sound in a negatively way.
How are you going to put them?
I'm just going to put them either kind of corner or just kind of make them more central to my setup. I think I'd like to have them more central because drums are a pretty big part of what I do, and I would like to be able to record them in kind of more unique, cool ways and like change the stereo setup and
just put them in the middle of your room.
Just right in the middle of the room, yeah. There are some people who will put them right next to their desk and then just use the same desk chair to like just sit over at the drums and then move it back.
You got to be a real drummer.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That's got to like you're only tracking drums. You don't have a single guitar in your studio.
Exactly. I also like I wouldn't want to do that. I have this whole drum throne that's really nice and everything now, so like my drums have to be like a separate thing. And I also do want to eventually get into recording different kits and everything too. I'd like to be able to like swap this kit out for whatever kit I have. Like maybe like at some point I want to have like a Ludwig Vissolite kit. So that'd be sick, having like acrylic shells versus birch versus maple. I know it doesn't make that much of a difference.
When do you think you're going to get a Vissolite kit?
Long time. It's gonna be a long time. My dream kit, because everybody has kind of dream guitars. My dream drum kit is a Vissolite kind of jelly bean kit where every single piece is a different color. That is my dream drum kit. I've heard also that they sound pretty good.
Really?
I've heard that the acrylic shells have a deeper, kind of fuller sound, which you wouldn't think that because they're like clear. They would have maybe like a higher, more thin sound.
Yeah.
But because it's like thicker, denser material, they're very like full, and you can get like a really good like 80s.
How important is the head? Because you can just swap out heads, right?
Pretty important, actually, I would say.
Really?
Yeah, I would say it's interesting when it comes to drums, though, because there are just so many factors at play when it comes to your actual drum tone. Whereas with guitar, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
With guitar, it's just like, okay, if you're acoustic, maybe wood type kind of matters a little bit. Whether it's hardtop or laminated kind of matters.
If you're electric, does it have stainless steel frets? That's the only thing that determines tone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, okay, pickups and maybe strings play a small factor, but mostly just your pickups. And then with drums, it's like, okay, the head is a factor, whether you have or don't have a bottom head. If you're with your snare is a whole other fucking thing, because how tight because you can tune the individual heads as well, what you have the tuning set as. Also, the relation of the tightness of the bottom to the top head of a snare, and top head of a bottom head of a tom as well, if you have a top and bottom. Also, how tight the snare wires are or not as well. Even what like material you're using to secure the snare wires can change the tone as well. So there's so many things that go into drum tone that you can get like really, really autistic with it. I think that's also part of why I like it, because you can like small things will change your tone, and you can kind of like, I can move the muting slightly back and I have a whole new drum sound.
Yeah.
Also, it's cool because drums are since they're wooden shell drums, obviously specifically, are very reactive to weather changes. So if it's like more humid, like if it rains one day, your drums will have a different tone than some other thing, which I think is just cool from a like natural material perspective, that it's going to change with the changing days. It's kind of like somewhat poetic and symbolic in a way.
That's cool.
I just love drums.
I'm excited to start playing and recording.
Yeah.
What would you recommend for miking for my drum kit? Just kick, snare, rack tom, hi-hat, crash. But my input's only 4 input.
So, that's a thing to consider for
snare,
sure.
top, bottom, kick, and then overhead?
Yeah, I think if I would, as soon as you can, invest in getting like hi-hats. Hi-hats are...
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like more inputs.
Oh, no. I would probably do that too.
Yeah.
But hi-hats...
I do have hi-hats. They're so bad though.
Yeah, there's fucking
the crack ones.
Shit. Yeah. I would definitely invest in getting like a decent pair of hi-hats.
This is dangerous, man.
Yeah, it is.
This is
but
dangerous.
Okay, I will say a hi-hat stand, most people don't really value cymbal stands very high because they just look ugly as hell.
Yeah.
And so you can pretty much find them on Marketplace for like pretty cheap. If it's somebody who doesn't really know or just wants it gone, you can find them for like $30-$40.
Okay.
Get like a reasonably okay hi-hat stand, and then just get a pair of like pretty basic hi-hats. Even if you get like Sabian B8s, those will sound fine.
Okay.
Those are like the standard, like really shitty hi-hats that people start on, but they sound fine. You can record with them and they sound fine. Those hi-hats, they are Zildjian A customs, pretty nice, I will say, but I got those for like 130 or 140 bucks, which is not bad at all. I think I got them for that price because Sam Ash was going out of business, so that's a factor. But you can pretty much, if you search for like hi-hats, you look for Zildjians, you look for Sabians, and as long as they're not like just straight shitter hi-hats, they'll sound fine. Also, bad hi-hats, I tend to find that you can mute and muffle them and just get a very muted like hi-hat sound, and that sounds fine. Even if you look at the poster, Far Caspian has his hi-hats completely covered with a fucking dish towel.
Oh, so he hits the dish towel.
Yeah. And you get a very, very muted
I'm going to do
sound.
whatever he does.
Yeah.
How does he
study this poster entirely?
How's he muting his snare there?
The snare, it has also like a towel over it. It's hard to see, but he has a towel that's clipped on with those like paper clips.
That's the towel when I'm watching him through his window, that's the towel he showers with.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So that's a shower towel. I can get that. Yeah. I'll get my hands on that.
Yeah, that one specifically. Yeah. So that is what I would do for your setup specifically. I would worry about.
I want the like most muted. I love like soft muted.
So, if you want that, really all you would need is kick, snare top, snare bottom. If you do that, you'll be totally fine. Once you add a room or an overhead, then you're going to get a little bit more of a wide sound.
Yeah.
Because if you only close mic everything, that will give you the sound that you're thinking in your head.
Yeah, and then I have so many hi-hat loops. Yeah, I could probably throw on top of that.
Yeah, you can definitely do that until you get like actual hi-hats.
Yeah.
Because that would definitely help. And also, I will say, this is not a thing that you should be really concerned about, but like, if you're not that experienced with drums, the more parts of the kit you add to the drum kit, the more things are going to be off time.
Yeah.
The more you're going to like flam certain things.
I'm in Ableton.
Yeah, and you're going to have to chop shit up more. So like, if you can just do a very simple little like kick snare thing, that's probably like your best bet.
Personally, I'm different and my timing's impeccable, but but to each their own. That makes sense for the viewers.
Yeah. If you're not a human metronome, then that would be something to consider.
Dude, it's not that I can't get my kicks on time. It's that I hit the wrong drum most of the time. Yeah. It's like I do kick, snare, kick, hi-hat. And I'm like, why did I just do the hi-hat?
Yeah. But that's the nice thing about having a simple kit is that you can just kind of chop and splice that. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Yeah. But for your setup, I would kick, snare top, snare bottom, and then allow yourself to exercise the overhead or room option of your contract, like keep that clause open. If you want to get a little bit more of a spacious sound, then use overhead. I would say if you want to capture like more detail of just the kit overall, overhead. And then if you want just a bigger sound, use a room.
Okay.
And keep in mind also that when you have an overhead, it will pick up a lot of the sound of the snare as a whole. So it'll get some of like what you're hearing out of the bottom snare mic and what you're hearing of the top snare mic. So you could also, if you run an overhead, you could take out the bottom snare mic and then do a room too.
Does the overhead have to be stereo?
No, not at all. I ran just a mono overhead for like ever.
Yeah. Do you split that in stereo in post?
Sometimes, if I want a wider sound, what I'll do is I'll put a mono to stereo reverb on it. So like Waves, Waves plugins have the mono to stereo option. So I would do mono to stereo true verb on that, and it just gives you kind of a wide sound.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a pseudo stereo overhead, obviously, because it's not true stereo at all. Yeah. But it's kind of like a weird mix between an overhead and a room in a way, if that makes sense, when you do that stereo plugin conversion thing. Yeah. But yeah, you can find areas to sacrifice because overhead's going to capture a lot more of that high-endy shit and just a better idea of the kit as a whole. So you can be like, okay, maybe I don't need the bottom snare mic for this, or even maybe I don't need the top snare mic, and I can just do a room, or I can close mic tom if that's what you want to do. If it's more of a tom like heavy thing, where like you're doing more fills, then mic up a tom. I would recommend it for that. Yeah. Because then if you do that, you can also pan it, which is cool. There's a lot of different ways that you can go with drums.
Cool.
So it'll be a lot to explore.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun though. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. If you need help setting anything up, I got you.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna have you over soon.
Because honestly, what would be nice is I just sit there and play for like 30 minutes, and you just move mics around and just like figure out what kind of sound you like
with the room too.
Yeah.
Getting the feel for the room.
Because that's a big thing, is how it's gonna sound in the room.
Yeah. So I'm about to drop the drum kit video for the Pearl Roadshow drum kit for the bad drum kit. I'm gonna film a video for that, and for that I think it'd be funny if I just like recorded the drums how they are, like not even tuned and not like just because I'm not gonna keep them. If I was gonna keep them, then I'd want to like set them up and get you to help me set them up.
Yeah.
But I think for now, just as a joke, like I'm going to try to add them in a song. Yeah. And they're not gonna sound good.
You could just mute the hell out of them. That's like kind of the go-to option.
Yeah.
I remember tuning them like a little.
Yeah, you did. You did originally, but that was so long ago.
It was very long.
It was so long ago.
They're wood shells that have been sitting in like a 105-degree garage for like the last 2 months. So that's gonna have definitely an impact for sure.
Yeah.
It went from like, I think we got those when it was like cold outside. I think I was wearing a jacket, and now it's like boiling hot outside. Yeah. So they've gone through some weather changes for sure.
But the new drums are sick.
Are they really
sick looking?
Have you played them?
Cool. Nope, haven't played them. Okay.
They just look cool.
That's what I'm saying.
They look
in the video.
badass.
Yeah, in the video when I pick them up, I'm like, I'm not even a drummer, so I can't tell you how good they are. Yeah. All I can say is that they look good.
Yeah,
that's the only criteria I'm going off of right now, is that they look good.
Yeah,
and they look better than the Pearl Roadshow. They don't have like cockroaches embedded into the drums.
Yeah, there's cigarette butts on the thing.
That was funny though.
Yeah, that was funny. Straight up just handing us the box of hardware and there's a cigarette in there. It was wild. It was cool.
We were like, we got to get out of here, man.
He had those straight up feral cats in front of his house, though. I remember petting their little cats.
They're just like sitting out front.
Yeah. They haven't eaten in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That was a fun experience. That was definitely like, it was like, okay, we need to get the fuck out of here immediately kind of thing.
That was the experience I had picking up that the pink Mustang.
Oh, the nasty one?
Yeah, the nasty one. Yeah. Because I was like, I wonder what y'all are doing with these $40.
Yeah.
And why?
I don't think I have to wonder. Drugs. Hard drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That's what we do around here.
We do hard drugs, man. No. We do hard drugs and we fund drug addictions.
No, we don't. You guys, stop.
That's what Sound Logic is all about.
I know you're about to do the drug. Don't do the drug.
Yeah, guys, stop doing those drugs you're doing.
It's not cool, man. No, it's actually not cool. Actually, it's not cool.
It's not cool, man. I see you picking up that crack pipe. Put that crack pipe down, man.
I know it makes the podcast actually like digestible, but
yeah. Listening to the Lodge podcast and doing like heavy acid, they're just like, what are these guys talking about?
It's still boring, but they're dragons now, so I'll watch it.
Yeah. I'm seeing geometric shapes. They're still talking about like the nuances of drum recording, but I see colors and shapes. They're talking about
smells. Social media for the 800th time.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of all these podcast episodes are exactly the same.
Don't let them know. Don't let the audience know.
We have unlimited content because we just talk about the same shit. The same shit, but we order it differently.
Yeah.
We order
the timestamps are different.
Yeah, the timestamps are different, and we sometimes have life updates.
Yep.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. Which next episode I'm going to talk about my YouTube channel getting hacked.
Yeah. We're just going to say that for the next
That's the only way we hook the audience.
Guys, tune in next time to hear Coleman talk about his YouTube channel getting hacked.
No.
I hacked it.
Y'all love this podcast.
Just gaslighting. You love this podcast. Okay. You love it.
No, something that y'all do like is the where we answer your questions. So let's get into it. We've just been yapping. So I'm just gonna scroll and stop. And what did we land on? Josiah says, "Don't you just love rainy days?"
That's how he said it too.
He did. That's exactly how he said it. What are your answers?
Yes.
Yes.
I do. Well, sometimes. I honestly, the one thing I'll say is I like a good rainy day, but I don't like just unnecessarily cloudy day, just cloudy for no reason, because then I just get depressed. But when it's rainy and like kind of a chill vibe, you're like, okay, maybe I'll like go to a coffee shop or something today, or like.
I like a cloudy day. I like a cloudy or a rainy day. It's just if it lasts for longer than 3 days, then I'm actually depressed.
I agree. I think like about 2 days is like the max that I can handle cloudy days. But I also, the thing that I was thinking about recently, this is a very specific niche request that I have of the world, but I wish that instead of being partly cloudy to where like it'll be super sunny as hell for 15 seconds and then it'll be super dark, it would just pick one, like just very sunny or very cloudy, because it's so annoying trying to film a video and every 15 seconds I have to adjust the aperture to change it, because it's like, oh, now it's super bright and I'm completely blown out and like the whitest person on earth, and then like you can't even see the screen 5 seconds later.
Yeah, and editing just sucks.
Yeah, it's the worst thing ever, because then you're color grading for like forever and it's awful. So yeah, I prefer when it's just like solid color, one color. That's fine with me. And also specifically color, because the hue changes so much. When it's super sunny, it's so like light yellow, golden, and then the clouds go in front of the sun, it's just fucking blue. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
So yeah, please, if whoever's controlling the weather, can we just make sure that whenever I'm recording, it's just one. Yeah. Pick one,
We know who you are. Okay.
Let's do one that's not Josiah.
Okay, Zombie X Leader says, "What's your favorite conspiracy theory?" I just said mine, so Felix, you're up.
But he's asking about a conspiracy theory, not the truth. Favorite conspiracy theory. I think if I talked about my actual conspiracy theories that I believe in... We should not
get into this.
Yeah.
I don't even think they're conspiracy theories. I know they're true.
They're just true. I'm trying to think of a word.
Is 9/11 even a conspiracy? It's not even a conspiracy theory anymore.
I don't think
I feel like everybody agrees.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, if I say that 9/11 is an inside job, or if I say that JFK was killed by the CIA, people are like, all right, dude, cool. Like, normie conspiracy theorist opinion. I don't know. I don't have that many that are super out of the ordinary at this point in history. Like, a lot of those opinions used to be super like outlandish shit. But now it's kind of just common knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one that it's like kind of out there that I believe, but I don't know. It's all pretty standard. I think, I think like one of the conspiracy theories that is definitely just common sense, common knowledge, but I wish more people understood, is that everything is designed to poison you, because the medical industry and like cancer industry and all that other stuff makes so much money. So like all of these other things, like these conspiracy theories, they have an incentive for these things to be true, to be the case, for like our tap water to be poisoned, for all of our food to be poisoned with chemicals that give you cancer, because they make money off of it. And like that's also, again, not even a conspiracy. That's just like is fact.
Yeah.
Like if you look up, I would actually, for anybody watching this podcast, we're going to get very deep into a rabbit hole if we continue this, but just go, I don't know the website exactly, but look up like tap water contaminants in my area or something. There's a website that you can pull up, put in your zip code. You will be horrified by the amount of chemicals that are in your tap water, like in your area. It's actually insane. It's like, just crazy shit, like uranium 300x the like safe limit. Like what? How is this in my fucking tap water that I drink every day? So long story short, get a filter of some kind.
Yeah,
if you can.
I heard today that we pay just the fact that we don't have free healthcare is unbelievable.
Yeah,
with all of this on top of it. But the United States, we pay. Don't take anything I'm saying literally, because I don't know the actual stats, but the general idea is there. I think we pay like, I'm gonna say it's like 5 to 10 times. We're number one for paying the most in healthcare, and we pay like 5 to 10 times the amount of the number 2 country in the world that pays for healthcare. So we're like just miles above everybody in the amount of money that we have to pay for healthcare. And then we're also the unhealthiest country in the world. Yeah. Which is just funny.
Which is like, makes sense because, okay, well, they're making a profit off of everyone being unhealthy.
Yeah, we'd probably be healthier if we had free healthcare. Even if it didn't mean the obvious truth, which means that we can get like access to healthcare easier. Yeah. Even if it was like actually harder, because that's people's argument that it's going to be harder to get, an appointment when there's free healthcare.
It already sucks though.
That's what I'm saying. It already sucks. But like, even if, let's say it actually is much harder to get free healthcare, well, the truth is it's still going to be harder. It's not going to make as much sense to make food so bad for us.
Yeah, exactly. Anymore. Also, it's crazy that anyone would think it's a conspiracy that we're being poisoned by food companies and pharmaceutical companies, because the majority of other countries have banned shit like Red 40 and titanium dioxide and all this other insane shit that they put into our food, which obviously it's food that you're choosing to eat. That's the big argument against, is like, well, you're choosing to buy the Skittles from the store. Well, when you choose to buy the Skittles from the store in London, it doesn't have all the same shit in it that's going to literally give you cancer. So not even having that be an option at all would be great. Like, just don't poison your citizens in the first place. That'd be cool.
Also, London should not be the city that we look to.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's just an example. But like
every
other
country,
places,
every city has just their own version of atrocities and problems.
Yeah. The problem is that even healthy food...
we should be president.
Yeah, we should.
We have all the answers.
We should have dual presidentship. Me and Coleman running for president.
What do you vote for us?
When can we run? Don't we have to be 35 or some shit? I think you have to be like old. Yeah, I think so. Which is kind of weird. Let's change that. We should first of all change that. Yeah, first of all change that.
And also, there should be a cap for Congress members being so old.
Yes.
Or Senate.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. Also, there shouldn't be a revolving door of working in the FDA and then making laws for the United States.
Yeah.
Like that, you should choose one.
Yeah. I agree. I think you should not be able to be like 70 plus and hold any sort of political office. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense because that's not the majority of the population. Mm-hmm. I think the majority of the population should be represented by somebody who is also the majority of the population. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that it should be like an 85-year-old white guy speaking for a country that's not all 85-year-old white guys. If it was all 85-year-old white guys, cool. No problem. Mm-hmm. But I don't relate to this guy. This guy does not know about like my daily ongoings. And also, I feel like maybe not a bajillionaire in there would be good too.
Maybe not, yeah.
Maybe like a normal dude who like lives in a suburban neighborhood, just a normal guy.
Well, their salary is actually really low.
Yeah.
It's just that they're able to invest in the stock market.
Yeah. And they have some insider information on the stock market. And they can also accept massive bribes, but we don't call those bribes. We just call that lobbying.
I'm following the Pelosi stock. I'm just following along.
Yeah,
I'm making massive profits right now.
Yeah.
I think last
made
year
about $3.
Last year she made, or I think in the last like 6 months, she's made I think 30% profit, and the like S&P 500 is like 10% a year.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
She's just really good at it.
She must just be really good.
She's just really good.
Yeah,
she's just really good. Conspiracy theory. I think one thing. I mean, I'm pretty deep in a lot of them, but
yeah, we just talked for like 15 minutes about all the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, but one of them that kind of blew me away was and what's funny, we needed Jamie, because Jamie, a lot of times when Joe Rogan talks, he's like, "Hey Joe, that's so wrong,
completely wrong." That's actually, we're realizing why he has a Jamie.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes when Jamie does that stuff, I'm like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I believe Joe because it sounds cool.
Yeah.
But
so true.
So when the tobacco companies because back then they said cigarettes were good for you, and I've probably told you this 800 times. It's blown me away. But back then when it was good for you, they all knew that cigarettes weren't good for you for like 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
And then finally when they're like, okay, we're gonna have to announce to the public that cigarettes are bad for you. And tobacco companies made so much money back then, obviously, because everybody was smoking. It was literally everywhere. Around that time, almost all of the tobacco companies just did a hard pivot and invested in like every food company ever in the United States. And then they did exactly what they did with tobacco, where they made tobacco look appealing and healthy and young.
Yeah.
And they did the exact same thing with the food and made it extremely addicting and high colors and marketing to kids. And that was like, whoa, that blew me away.
That is pretty
crazy. Obviously, everything that we say ever on this podcast, you should do your own research. Don't ever listen to a news source or a person and be like...
Yeah. This is all satire, by the way.
Yeah, this is... No. It's not all satire. It is all 100% true. It's just... Even if it is 100% true, you shouldn't go around and say other things that other people have said. You should look into.
Yeah, fact check it first. We're just some guys, but... fact check it first.
See what Joe Rogan said. For YouTube, my fact checker.
For YouTube or any other platform or anybody who may be listening, this is all satire. We're just joking. For everybody else, do your research. Yeah, there was another one I was thinking of. Oh yeah, also just like the whole tobacco thing is crazy in the first place. That they were like promote. Even there was ads that were like, not on a 10 doctors recommend like Cools or whatever. And then also the other factor is that, okay, now cigarettes are unhealthy. Now we can brand all these other things that are like the healthy version of curbing your nicotine addiction. So it's like now we have products that we can advertise that where it's like nicotine chewing gum or nicotine patches to get you unaddicted to cigarettes because cigarettes are not cool anymore.
Yeah.
And now also it brings up the whole thing of the new generation of children that are being promoted like vaping and shit.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing. Because all the same nicotine companies are like having a blast with that. They're like, yes, we can get kids hooked on this stuff now. And then now we have like Zyn pouches and everything. That's a whole other thing too. Which
I do like Zyn.
I've never been a huge fan.
Guilty thing of mine. I don't ever buy Zyns my own, but I like bumming off of people.
Yeah.
Hey, give me one of those right now.
Hey man, can I get a Zyn, man, please? I really only enjoy Zyn when I am
hammered.
Yeah, when I'm previously intoxicated. I do like a good cigarette though, because we've gone full circle. Yeah. Like, cigarettes, man, these tobacco companies, they're like, actually, cigarettes are pretty cool.
They're cool, man.
Cigarettes are horrible, but I feel cool when I smoke cigarettes, so that's why.
That's the only reason you do it.
Actually, genuinely the only reason
why. You hate how it makes you feel.
I hate it. No, I don't even get that much of a buzz from cigarettes. I get actually way more of a buzz from smoking a cigar than anything else. Like you get
cigar. I love cigars.
I feel like you get quite a buzz from smoking a cigar. Yeah. Cigars are cool. They make you feel cool too.
Talking about conspiracy theories, before we filmed, you brought the one up about you had a take about vaccines and masks. What was your take on that?
Here's what I'll say. I saw a video today. I did that that was such a smooth transition that you would have thought that I was saying that earlier. For clarification, I wasn't.
You didn't say anything. I was trying to. What is it called?
You're trying to inflame the situation here. No, for clarification, didn't say anything about that. But I did see a video earlier with this girl that was like cleaning out a abandoned fire lookout tower that had like a rat infestation or something. And she was cleaning up all the shit. And one of the comments was like, you should wear a mask. Rats carry the hantavirus or whatever. Bro, you think like putting on a surgical mask is gonna like prevent you from getting fucking hantavirus or whatever the newest virus bullshit is? Like when you're scooping through like rat shit with no gloves on. Hey man, I think like you should, if you're worried about that, put on a fucking hazmat suit, dude. I think that's probably what you should be worried about.
So is that your take on masks and COVID?
Dude, I'll go on the record and say that like before
so what I meant by that was
this is as far as I'll go. Before the pandemic even was a thing, there were when it was first starting to become a thing, when it was first starting to be a concern, there were a bunch of articles that came out where people were like, wearing a surgical mask will not do anything because a surgical mask is literally designed to prevent against like blood splatters and like shit flying up at you when you're doing surgery, because it's a surgical mask. It's not, the pores in the mask are not small enough to stop virus particles from getting through. So you are literally just, if someone coughs in your face, you're just going to breathe that shit in and immediately get sick. Yeah. So there were all these articles coming out from like actual science publications that were like, yeah, wearing a mask is not going to prevent you from getting coronavirus. And then everybody starts freaking out. They're like, oh, you got to wear a mask in public, whatever. All these articles go away. It's not a thing anymore.
Well, these were doctors saying this.
Yeah, legitimate doctors that were like, this is ridiculous.
And virologists who like that's their job.
Yeah, they were like, why would this ever work? Like, why would that ever be a thing that would prevent you from getting sick? Like, it could, yeah, it may somewhat prevent you from like just straight up coughing and like having like liquid particles fly into the air, like, I guess, but virus particles are going to get through regardless because it's not designed for that. It's like saying like, if I wear a t-shirt, if I were to like cover myself head to toe in fabric, that means you're not going to get sick. It's like ridiculous when you think about it like that. But just having this small piece of cloth over your face, that's going to prevent you from getting the virus, whatever. All that shit goes away. It becomes just like this really performative thing where you like need to wear a mask or whatever. And then the people who are telling you to wear a mask aren't even wearing the mask in the first place because they know how ridiculous it is. The whole mask thing was just a sham. And like the idea that wearing this like shitty piece of cloth surgical mask is going to prevent you from catching an illness is really ridiculous. And I think we need to stop pretending that like that was not ridiculous in the first place, because it was totally ridiculous. That was never going to prevent anything.
What are your thoughts on the effectiveness of the vaccines?
Next question. Now we divert the subject.
Yeah. No, it was just
hot. It was hot weather today, huh?
Yeah, man.
It's been hot the past couple of days. Actually, I saw back in Chicago, there was some pretty bad storms, knocked over a bunch of trees in like Lincoln Park, which is like, it's kind of north of the city, but knocked over like big trees. It was like a pretty big deal.
Dude, I was watching, sometimes Jenna will scroll on Instagram, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. I like to, whenever I have these emotions of like, that's literally my least favorite thing ever. I like to realize that I am the 1% of people who like feel so strongly about social media.
Yeah, sure.
Literally 99.9% of everybody else is scrolling on social media.
Yeah.
So like, obviously I'm gonna like.
She doesn't seem like that much of a scroller though.
She's not always on social media.
Yeah, but it seems like she's not on it very much.
Yeah, she's not. But when she is on it, sometimes I'll just like watch with her, and then if I do it for longer than a minute,
you're like standing 4 feet behind the couch, like just staring down.
I'm like acting like I'm on my phone.
You make me sick. Yeah,
I'm on my phone, but like my eyes are like this. Yeah. I'm just watching whatever she's watching.
Yeah, exactly.
But all this being said, I watched a video of somebody filming from their back. I'm so old and like boomer to talk about an Instagram video that I didn't even watch on my phone.
Yeah.
It's like, I saw this video on my grandchild's phone.
My wife was watching a little social media Instagram video.
And this is what happened. There was a cat.
Yeah.
And no, they were filming their backyard from the inside.
Yeah.
And it just a huge tree. So the roots are deep.
Yeah.
Just a huge tree just falls on top of their house. And it was a crazy video just seeing all the roots being torn up. I don't know if it was Chicago, but.
Yeah. Well, dude, when we went to Colorado, the path that was like 10,000 feet up in the mountains had these giant trees, whatever they are, like spruce or pine trees, that had been knocked down onto the path. And we had to like climb over these trees to like traverse the path and get up to where we were going. And some of them were huge. You could see all the roots. It was like probably taller than me, some of these trees. And there were some where like one tree had fallen on another one, so we had to like climb through this like rotted part of the tree. It was cool, but like it made the hike so much harder.
Really?
Like it made what would probably be, it's a challenging hike as it is, but all the fallen trees made it like very difficult at certain parts.
Big trees are the coolest thing ever.
Oh yeah.
Walking through big trees is like such a it's such a like unique feeling.
Yeah.
Being like, this tree is so much older than me.
Oh yeah.
And it's giant and it's thick and it's throbbing.
Holy shit. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kinda. I kind of know what you're saying.
I was following you earlier.
I was with you most of the way there. No, but I know what you're saying. Actually, me and Eric were just having this conversation. Shout out to Eric. I know he actually watches the podcast sometimes.
It's not the worst thing ever.
Yeah. If he's watched this far, oh Lord. But yeah, we were talking about this. He was mentioning how, I think it was Huberman was talking about how it's really important as a human to experience the emotion of just like awe. Like just looking at something and being like, holy shit, that's incredible. And I feel like you get that kind of feeling from looking at a giant tree or looking at even like a thunderstorm, like massive clouds or like a sunset or sunrise or whatever. That's how I felt like being in the mountains. I think being like inundated with that feeling of awe at all times is just so awesome.
Well, it makes you such a better human to other humans because you realize the world doesn't revolve around you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you're a part of this bigger story.
That's the biggest thing is like that there is something bigger than you out there, Yeah.
So
because
important.
So many people just think that they are the center of the fucking universe. And that's just not how it is. I mean, everybody everywhere now, the world fucking revolves around them, which obviously everyone does this. Everyone thinks this way. Admittedly, I think the same way sometimes too. Everybody's got main character syndrome, but even still, I would never be so main character syndrome to where I would disregard the feelings of other people. You know what I mean? Because even still, when like somebody does some dumbass shit when I'm driving and it pisses me off, I'm still like, all right, maybe that guy's just an idiot. Maybe that's just what it is. Or maybe like, maybe he's having a rough day. Maybe he's thinking about some shit. I've done that too, where I'm like, I'm driving and I make a stupid decision because I've got other stuff on my mind. It happens.
That's an awful feeling when you're like, sometimes I'll be driving slow on a turn and then a car like swerves by me and like drives past me. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And I was like, wait, I was kind of an idiot just now. I'm the car that I get mad at sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Or like somebody will honk at me and I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, don't honk at me. And I'm like very in the wrong. I'm like, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Dude,
I still hate you.
The worst thing is like, I rarely honk at people, but if I do honk at you, like you're doing something really wrong. One car in front of me was just like swerving. Just like totally like it was like 2 p.m. just hammered, I think.
Yeah.
Or falling asleep. So I get in the other lane and I slowly try to, not slowly, but I try to pass him. And then he just starts swerving into my lane while I'm driving. And then, so then I'm finally like, okay, I'm going to have to honk at you.
Yeah.
This is like the 8th time you've done this. And this time you're actually coming towards me. So I honk at him, drive past him. And then he just like drives up, gets in my lane, like drives up and like gets super close to my car.
Yeah.
And it was like scary. I was like, dude, this guy is not okay in the head.
Not in his right mind.
But it's funny because that's an experience we all...
Oh, I think died.
Oh, Cameron's dead. We're going to have to wrap this up. Yeah. But that's a feeling that we all have is... The moments when you get the most mad and frustrated and defensive is when you know you're in the wrong.
Yeah, true.
So like he got honked at. He's like, oh, I'm halfway in the other lane, and then he gets pissed.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, you just saw me do that, and I do that so much. Like, I get the most mad when somebody calls me out on something, and it takes a little bit to like decompress and then be like, okay, I'm sorry I lashed out on you.
Yeah,
I was definitely in the wrong.
Yeah,
and you were right to call me out on that.
One thing my grandpa always says, I think it's from Dune. A lot of the words of wisdom that my grandpa says are from various sci-fi books or movies. But strong emotion is the enemy of reason. And that's like one thing that's really always stuck with me, because anything that you do when you're feeling a really strong emotion is probably not the way that you would act normally.
Yeah.
Whether that's a positive emotion or a negative emotion, like obviously emotions can't really be positive or negative, but in the way that we perceive them. Mm-hmm. Whether it's like you really are feeling like super strongly, like you just like infatuated with someone, and you want to do something like drastic, chill the fuck out, because you probably wouldn't do that otherwise. Also, like if you're super pissed at somebody, chill out, because you're not gonna like.
It's so much easier said than done, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure it is. I mean, that's just human nature. Is like we have an inclination to want to act on emotions, but the more as a human being you can not act upon your emotions and rather act upon logic and reasoning, you are gonna live a better life and usually just be a smarter person in general. Make smarter decisions.
Words of wisdom.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Well, you haven't been watching for probably who knows how long at this point, but
I think we did 2 questions: conspiracy theories and rainy days.
Yeah.
And hopefully we answered those well.
Yeah, I think it was literally, 2 questions. Don't you just love rainy days?
Thank you to Josiah and Zombie X.
Talk about a bunch of conspiracy theories that are going to get you guys canceled then. So yeah,
we'll answer more conspiracy theories on the next episode.
Yeah, give us more questions about conspiracy theories. If anybody's even watching at this point. So
if you are watching, go send a picture into Gear Review. I was hoping we'd get to that this episode, but a few of y'all have sent in pictures. I'm excited to go over y'all's gear, y'all's studio.
If you are still watching, comment what color socks you're wearing right now.
Yep.
We could be completely naked right now and you have no idea.
No, we are.
We're completely naked right now.
We love it when the camera turns off.
Okay.
See you on the next episode.
See you on the flip side.
Oh, I was going to turn off the...
Yep.
You don't need to turn off the camera.
That's like my instinct is to like reach for the camera, cover the lens.